Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Classes with me. In today's video, we will understand what is exist in SQL point of view. In our last video, we have seen the use of in our SQL environment. In today's video, we are going to understand the kind of same thing, but at the back end, the things work in a different way, that is about exist in SQL. And also this topic is very important for interviews, also for the real project scenarios. I will also explain it in very simple language with the help of theory and the practical part. So even if you are a beginner, no need to worry about, you will understand each and everything in this video. So before moving to the practical part, let's see what tables we have. We have two tables, that is customer table and orders table. Let's check that out, then we move to the theory part. In customer table we have customer id, customer name. In orders table we have order id, customer id and order amount. Simple as that. So first thing first, what is actually exist in SQL, or what is the use of exist in SQL, or what does exist work behind the scene in SQL? Even though after having in operator in SQL, why do we use exist? Today we will uncover this thing. First thing first, exist is a SQL operator. Just like in, exist is also a SQL operator. It is mostly used inside a where clause. Just like in, we use in operator in where clause, exist will also be used in where clause in the SQL environment. But the thing is, the main difference that I am going to say is like it checks whether a subquery returns any row or not, right? I hope you understand this. Let me write this thing in this. I mean to say exist. Let's jump here. Exist, check one thing, like how many rows are there in the output. Okay, that is the main thing. So what it does not care about, it does not care about one thing, does not care about the data. Okay, what data you have, what the data type it is, doesn't matter. It only matter one thing, that is, do we receive any row in the output? It only take care of this. That's it. If rows exist, then yeah, exist will work. Okay. But if you have seen my previous video for in operator, in operator is always into data, like what data do we receive in the output, and from that data the in operator will work. But for exist, only rows will work. Like if we get rows, that's it. For whatever data we have searched, suppose we have searched for data, like we should have ABC in the data. If ABC in the data is there in the output, or if there are even one row about ABC in the data in the output, then yes, exist will work. That is the thing for the exist operator. Let's move to the table. Yeah, let's move to the theory part. Sorry, not that table. So what are the very important things in exist we should take care of? Like exist does not care about the values, it does not care about the data, also it does not care about the data type. What it care about is like values or rows, that's it. Or it would be either easy to say that it only checks that row exists or not. Simple as that. Row is there, exist will work. That's it. And one more thing, it works in subqueries. So when it works in subqueries, subqueries also play a major role in that. If the subquery return at least one row, then exist will show true in the backend. If the subquery returns 0 rows, then exist will show false. So one more thing which I would add in exist is like exist सॉरी एग्जिस्ट वर्क इन boolean फॉर्मेट, ठीक है, either true either false. So when will exist be true? When will exist be true? Obviously, if the thing you have asked for is there, is there in the row, ठीक है, is there in the row in output, then it will be true. If the same thing, suppose you want for xyz, any data which contain xyz, and this xyz does not contain any row, it will show false, ठीक है, that is the thing. So exist is all about two things. You keep this in mind or keep a note. Exist is all about two things, right? How many rows are there, or does it shows any row for the asked requirement, ठीक है, this is the first thing. Second thing, it work in boolean format, ठीक है, it work in boolean format. Boolean format is all about two things, that is true and false, ठीक है, simple as that. Let's jump into the table. Yeah. So, okay, this is the theoretical part. But if you want to write some notes, I would give some points which I have seen by using exist in my previous work ex, also working with freelance client, also from my notes. Like I used to make notes when I was learning SQL when I was in my beginner terms, like during 2017, 2018. No doubt, I am still learning in today's format, like today's requirement, today's knowledge, still I'm learning. But whatever things or notes I have made when I was learning exist, that notes I would give it to you here. I mean points, yeah, points from that notes. So I would say 4 points you should write in your notebook. First point is like exist always return true and false but in the backend, right? Second thing, exist is mostly used with correlated subqueries, right? Correlated subqueries. Make sure you understand that. Third thing is like exist is faster for larger data compared to n. So processing things are also take care of. Processing things matlab how much time does SQL process to show you the output. Fourth thing is SQL stop checking as soon as one row is found. That's the thing. So what are the main thing if we check out here, like first thing first, exist the notes I am saying always work in correlated subquery. Sorry for the spelling mistake, here double r will be there. Correlated subqueries always work in true false format but in the backend, ठीक है, as per the output the processing speed is fast compared to n, right? If you compared for the n operator, then it would be good to say that exist work faster than in operator, ठीक है. And fourth part is I would say once the data, suppose this is the data you want to found, if one row is found then it is good to go, doesn't matter how many rows are there for this data. If one row is found and it shows true in the backend, that's enough for exist to work. That is the reason it is fast. What in operator does is like it checks the data, like how many datas are there in the output. For each data it goes to the same rows again and again and check the output. But for exist, if one row is available with the data that you actually required in the output, if one row exists, it is good to go. So that is the reason exist is faster for the larger data set, right? For the larger data set, for the larger data set, ठीक है, that is the theoretical part for this. Let's jump into the practical part right now. So in this practical part, as I have shown you previously, there are two tables for customer and orders. So what I want is like I want customers who have placed at least one order, right? Who has placed at least one order. So I will use subquery in that. What things I will write? Let me write it here. Yeah, it is like I want to see customers placed at least one order. Okay, so I should write select. I want whole data of the customer. So select everything from the CX table where right now what should I find? Like what should I find? I want to find the details of everything where customer ID is present. If you go and check that out, customer tables have customer IDs. Order tables also have customer ID. But do you remember one thing? Like, do you have an observation from your side? In the orders table, we have only two customers data, 1 and 3. But in customer table, we have four customer data. So I want to find out of four customers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 customer ID, who have bought what thing, or I would say what order amount, kind of product from their orders table. That's what I want to find out. Although the table is small, you can easily say 1 and 3 are the customer who had visited to the shop and bought something. Even though if the table will be huge, like if there are millions of data with, I would say, 40, 50 columns, it will be really tough for you to understand. That is the reason why I have used very small table. So it is easy for you to find the output in a manual way just by looking at the table. That is the reason I've used a small table. So what I will write where, and I will use subquery, correlated subquery, where select everything from others table where what I want to find, like on practical part, what I want to find. If I let me uh, write it in the whiteboard first, it would be better for you to understand. Let us write in the whiteboard what actually goes behind the scene, like at the back end what actually goes. Okay, let me first copy the table and show you in the whiteboard. It will be easy for you to understand. Yeah, let me first. Okay, now let me show you this thing. Yeah, now see, tell me one thing. If what I have written in the table, select everything from the customer table. Okay, this is customer table and this is order table. Where select everything from orders table where customer ID is equal to customer ID. But the twist is where orders dot customer ID is equal to customer dot customer ID. Okay, this is what I want to find out. I am telling SQL from this order table whatever customer ID is matching with the customer table ka customer ID, give me that. Because obviously if you see in manual way, I need only those customer who had bought something from our shop. And how can I find out? Only those customer who has visited. So out of customer data who have visited my shop, I just want to do a cross check and find the output. So what SQL will do? SQL will first see like 1, 2, 3, 4 are the customer ID in customer table, and 1, 1, 3 is the customer ID from order table. So SQL will go and okay check like acha 1 is there. So is 1 is available? Yeah, 1 is available. Then it will go for 3. Is 3 available? Like every row it will go and check. It will say acha 3 is also available. So in the output, SQL will say only 1 and 3 customer का details in the output. ठीक है, this is how manually exist work in SQL environment. ठीक है? This two data 1 and 3 will be shown in the output. Check that out. Let us jump into this thing and write the query. Select everything from orders table where I would say dot customer ID equal to uh, order yt dot customer ID. ठीक है? Let's execute this and see what output do we get. What happened here? What error it is showing? I really oh, I just forgot the main thing. Exist should be there. I'm really sorry. We should use exist here because I'm really sorry for that. We should use exist here and see we got the output for 1 and 3. What we have seen in the whiteboard, we have seen 1 and 3 are the only customer which are present in the orders table who have bought something. That's the thing. And that's what we found it here. So 1 and 3 are the customers who had bought some product from the shop. That's it. So what is the observation from your side from this table? If you ask me, I would say SQL actually read the customer table row by row, like I've shown you on the whiteboard. For each customer, it checks the order table. I have shown you for 1 it will check, for 3 it will check. If any matching row exists, then exist becomes true and gives the output. Even if the customer has one order or 100 orders, doesn't matter. If true is there, like true is there for 1 and 3, because 1 is matching and 3 is matching. So for 1 and 3, true is there, it will give you the output. And for false, 2 and 4 were having false because these two customer haven't visited our shop and haven't bought anything. That's why they have received a false, and 1 and 3 received a true. So we got this two customer details in the output. That's it. And that's all about exist in this video. And what things we have learned like exist check whether row exists or not. Simple as that. It returns true or false. It's the best when you want to check the presence. That's it, in a faster way. In a faster way, that's it. Because it is all about the processing part. Right now there are only 5 rows and 3 rows. That's why it will be very easier for SQL to give you the output. But when you will be working in corporate field or with the freelance client, their rows will be in millions. Trust me, I have done work and I have seen it actually takes 3 to 4 minutes to give the output, and you have to sit idle by clicking on the execute button. Trust me, it's really boring. So there exist comes into picture to help us out. And also fourth thing, it is actually very useful in SQL queries because it saves time. So that's all about it. If you learn something from this video, please click on the like button. Share this video to someone who is learning SQL on a daily basis, like brushing up their SQL skills on a daily basis. Also, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon, because the thing is we do live stream each and every day. So whenever I start my live stream, you will get notification about my live stream, and you can jump into my live stream and ask me doubts related to topics in SQL, related to assignments, related to projects, and I will help you for the topics, the doubts related to SQL, Python for data analytics, Power BI, then and there in my live stream. Personally, I will help you out. So that's all about it. Let's meet tomorrow in a new video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Happy coding, happy learning, and happy querying.